Every day, there are incredible preparedness deals floating around the internet, but who has time to dig through dozens of websites to find them? That's why we created prepperfinds.com, your one-stop site for the best prepper deals online. Our team scans the web, finds the biggest discounts on survival gear, food storage, water filters, radios, and more, and posts them in one easy place. No more wasting hours searching or missing out on limited time sales. At prepperfinds.com, you'll see the best deals every single day, so you can save money while stocking up on what really matters. Check it out today at prepperfinds.com. Bookmark it, visit daily, and never miss a deal that could keep your family prepared. That's prepperfinds.com, where smart preppers shop.
Survive, thrive, stay alive. It's time to get prepared with the Prepping Academy podcast.
Hey, welcome everyone. I am Forrest. Welcome to the Prepping Academy podcast, the Privacy and Freedom podcast, and the PrepperNet video cast. Hey, welcome. My name is Forrest Garvin. I am the founder of Garvin Academy, where I teach people how to disappear online, how to protect your data, and how to live free in a digital society and all the spying cameras all around. So today we're going to talk about some cool toys and software and gadgets to help you protect your privacy for Christmas. Christmas is coming around the corner. I wanted to do this early though because Black Friday sales are coming literally later this week. So I wanted to go ahead and share this list of 30 things for you to, maybe that spy in your family or your spouse that wants to take their privacy and security to the next level. Just know that all the items I go through will help us fund our nonprofit. That PrepperNet is creating a nonprofit where we're going to be able to help people in times of trouble, like during Hurricane Helene in the mountains of North Carolina and Tennessee and Georgia. We donated a lot of money. Our organization ended up donating over $25,000. That's what we know that we donated. And once we gave that to a nonprofit, friend of mine, love what he does, trust him 100%, but when we gave him the funds, we kind of lost control, and we could have used some of that money for comms and some radio things that we were doing and in other areas as well. So our idea is to create our own nonprofit. So when people donate, we can help our members, help the people in need. Meaning like our comms team, they needed to buy things for the communications to help in the area that they were in. And so this will allow us to do that. And, there are things called first responders to natural disasters. We're one of them. Are we a fire department? No, fire departments really didn't deploy then. We sent, I won't say hundreds of people, but we sent a lot of people in different areas up in the mountains. So we want to be better prepared. We want to create a nonprofit, raise some money, have some funds in there. And so when something like this happens again, we'll be ready because we have the people, they're ready. But sometimes they need resources more than just sleeping bags and food and things like that. Sometimes we need antennas, may need, generator, whatever it may be, just to support our team as they go up there or wherever, the coast, wherever the disaster is, and help people. So just know that all the products that we're going to show tonight will go and help. Also on our new website, Prepper Finds as well. A big portion of that will go as well. Big portion right now is going to, because I had to really update the whole site. But anyway, I don't want to get into all of that. It's Christmas time in November because Black Friday's coming. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off my video. That way we can see the products. And it's kind of like a spy kind of tech, kind of protect your privacy, protect your security, because without privacy and security, you have no freedom. And so we're big freedom lovers here at PrepperNet. So in the meantime, I'm going to turn my video off. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get started. Okay. So thank you guys for joining me, and I hope everyone enjoys this. If you're listening to this on a podcast, there's a video. It will be on YouTube on our PrepperNet channel. It will be released the same day as our podcast. I will also, everything we talk about on our prepperfinds.com website, I will have a special tab somewhere on there where you can actually get links and use our affiliate links. That's how we make a little bit of money, cost you no extra money. We make a little bit of money, like 1% to 4%. And if you buy or use these links, it will help us. But that will all be on prepperfinds.com. So let me turn my camera off and we'll get this show on the road. Hope you guys enjoy this. And if you got any questions, also on Prepper Finds, you can just send us a comment or a question as well. So turning the video camera off. Sorry you have to see me there. Let's share the screen and we're going to be on our way. Awesome. It's going to be a spy Christmas. This is a top secret briefing, by the way. So congratulations, you were invited. And of course you are. You're an important person. And we love people. Most people, some people, a few people, but we do love people. So as we get started here, the first one, some of these are simple and you can go, oh, Forrest, come on, man. But how this all got started is I got a phone call from one of my students' spouse, and the spouse said, hey, my husband is really into this, and what can I buy him for Christmas? Because literally Black Friday's coming up. You think I come up with these good ideas? No, I just steal them from other people. And I'm like, and I gave her some ideas. She goes, that's great. Okay, awesome. And then I thought, wow, if she is looking to buy something for her spouse, her husband, for Christmas, maybe others would be too. So that's why we're doing this video and podcast. Hope you guys enjoy this. So the first thing we have on the list is, first of all, is 30 cool things to buy someone for Christmas. These are the cool things, okay? You get them the socks, get them the tie. They'll love that, but this is not that list, okay? The first thing is a screen blocker for your phone and your computer. What it is, it's a film, a dark film that goes over your screen. So when you're staring at it, straight at it, you can see everything. If you get to a 45-degree angle away from your actual screen, you can't see that the screen is even on. It's an amazing thing. I have it on my iPhone, because you ever see where, if you look at my iPhone, you think I'm just staring at a blank screen. And that literally people all the time will go, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, my phone. And I turn my phone so they'll see it. And they go, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that your phone was on, because of the filter only allows the light to come out of the screen straight at your face. So again, if you're at an angle, you can't even see what's on the screen. You can't even see that the screen's on. But screen blockers, I'll have links, of course, for all this stuff. But screen blockers are very inexpensive. And it's kind of cool. A lot of people in workplaces use them. A lot of workplaces require it to have them. Like banks, if you go to a banker, and a teller behind the counter will have one. That way you can't lean over and look at the computer. So the first one is a screen blocker for your phone and your laptop. The second one is my favorite email software, and it's a suite. And in Black Friday, they have 60% off. So if you're using a free email service like Yahoo, AOL, Gmail, you are not the consumer to Google and AOL. You're not the consumer, you're the product. They're selling you and your information to their customers for marketing. So if you're using a free, you're the product. So stop making Google and American Online and all the American Online but believe me, there's so many people still have that email address, that stop making them money by you using their free service. You need to be more private and secure, and Proton Mail is end-to-end encrypted. It's based out of Switzerland. There's no tracking, no ads. No one can read your messages. So now if you do send messages out of the Proton network, others can read your message, but just that one email. So Proton, again, there's a huge Black Friday sale. I have the link that will be listed, of course, and I believe it's 60% off for a year, and that is the cheapest you'll ever find that. And I'm a big advocate of Proton and all their products. Number 3 is an RFID blocker. Everyone in my family has one of these in their wallet. I make them have it in there. This is kind of an active thing. So currently a lot of people have these RFID wallets, which are fine. And they're fine. But an RFID blocker actually, in a sense, creates an invisible force field around your wallet. So it doesn't just block what's in your wallet, it creates a force field. So anything that comes anywhere near it, it will not, and let's say your wallet failed, this would not, and this would be definitely a backup, but it is actively creating a force field. Anything that comes near it to try to read it, cannot read it. And it's a little card. You can buy like 4 of them at a time. Very inexpensive, below like $8 or something like that. And you just put it in your wallet. You have your wife put it in hers. If she didn't want to put one in there, you can, cut a little hole, slide it in the seams or something. But just tell her it's a credit card. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm going to get smacked because of that. But yes, they're very expensive. And if you have an RFID blocking wallet or not, this is still very useful. So that would be a great gift for many people within a family. Great stocking stuffer. Number 4 is a USB data blocker. And you're like, what is that? So you ever go anywhere and use someone else's charger? Did you know that chargers, I could give you 2 charging cables. One can read your phone and one is just a normal charger. And you're like, what? Yes, one can not only read your phone and charge your phone, it can then also through Wi-Fi send me everything that it can connect to within your phone. And it's insane. It is, the government uses this actual device on people. So you don't want to go to the airport or to a friend's house or your daughter in college and they just, here's a charging station, and you just connect your phone and it starts charging. You want to make sure that there's no data being sent back or forth, and that's what this little device does. You get 4 of them pretty cheap, so you can give this along with the card as well, tape it to it. But it is absolutely no data. Only thing that can go through it is the power to charge the phone. And so you won't get malware. They can't steal your data or anything. But that is a USB data blocker. And that's a great device. I carry one with me, actually, a lot of times on my own phone cord. Because sometimes the phone cord itself doesn't have it. It's the charging block that will have the software in there. So this is a great thing to have and to give for Christmas. And it's going to be on sale during Black Friday. Number 5 is a Faraday bag. Now, I do hit Faraday bags twice in this presentation, but these are general Faraday bags. You need a Faraday bag next to your back door. Wherever you put your keys, you need to put your keys while in the house in a Faraday bag. You don't have to zip it up or anything like that. You just have to be in there because they have devices now. They can stand next to your car, transmit a signal to your car keys, record that signal as it comes back, unlock your door, drive your car away. Literally, they have that today. This, if you put your keys, your home keys in a Faraday bag, they will not be able to do that. You can put your laptop in a Faraday bag, your phones, whatever devices you have, and it will cut signals to Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, and cell phone signal to that device. Everyone should have one of these in their car, because you don't know when you're going to, you shouldn't do anything bad, but you don't know when you just don't want to be tracked either. This is a generic, I think you can get all these for like $20. Maybe it's $29, but they're going to be on sale. And so good time to pick these up. I have another one especially used for my phone. I'm going to show you in a minute because it's higher grade and I trust it better than these generic cheap ones. Okay. The next thing that you can buy and give your spy in your family is a hidden safe. These things are the coolest things ever. This is Maxwell House. You can do Pepsi cans. You can do all kinds of things, and you can put money in there, put it in your cabinet. The Pepsi cans you can put in your fridge, and you can put money, you can put your keys, you can put your barn keys. So if someone breaks in your house, they're not going to go through all your cans looking for keys. And there are many different things that you can put in there. You can put gold. If you put gold, just let me know. I can hold your gold. But it's just an old spy trick, and you can buy these things, again, relatively inexpensive. Shaving cans, you probably have seen that. But it's just it's like hiding in plain sight. And it works very well. And Maxwell House, Coke, there are many different ones, and they're fun. And you can teach lessons to your family out of that as well. Your kids, about the importance of hiding important things that you want to keep within the family. So anyway, this one is going to be linked, of course, and there'll be many linked that you can see. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that one. Let's go to number 7, Saber pepper spray. You need this. Now, is this a spy thing to hide? No, but this is self-defense. This is if you carry a gun, you don't want to use it. That could cost you $100,000 if you use your gun, even if you're defending yourself. It costs a lot of money. This, you could literally think that you're going to be attacked, spray someone, and you won't go to jail. And so it's in most states, but you don't, every teenager should have these. Boys, females, everyone should have one of these in their pocket at all times. Yes, I'm a nerd. So when you buy these, you can buy this one or smaller ones, but buy a dozen of them. You want them laying around in your daughter's car, in your son's car, in your wife's pocketbook, on your wife's dresser, on your pocket. You want these everywhere so that you're never without. Okay, carry them every day. So, but this it's a gel, so it doesn't come and spray back and get yourself. It just goes where you stream it. So you should buy a dozen. And have everyone in the family squirt. Y'all just waste one and just to see how it works. So that is definitely a must have. And that was number 7. Number 8 is a O-Light tactical pen and flashlight combo. It's got a pretty bright light. It's a James Bond pen, I said there. But it's a tactical pen. It writes very smoothly. You can break glass with it. It has a flashlight. If you see it comes apart in the middle and that it can charge by USB, that's a USB-C. You can just plug it in your computer and it will recharge, and it will get through all TSA lines. And you can have a tactical pen, very strong. And Olight is, top of the line. I think I got 2 Olight flashlights, but this is more of a tactical pen with glass breakage and a light as well. Everyone should have one. I mean, as I get older, everything gets darker. I don't know why. I'm not dying. Don't say that. And so I need a light all the time. Okay. The next is also an Olight. One of my favorite finds this year. I'm telling you, it's one of my favorite finds. It's that little Olight right there. And you can see it charges by USB-C. Just plug in your computer and it charges. And it comes apart. So the ring goes in your key ring, and you can see the little where it separates there, and it's magnetic, and it clicks in there, very strong magnetic. You can put it on a wall, and it will just stay there through the magnet. But Olight makes the best compact tactical lights in the market. I think they're bright, rechargeable, and they're built rugged and tough. I bought one of these, and I ended up buying 4 of these. And you're like, well, gosh, Forrest. Well, yeah, I have one in my book bag, one in my keychain. I keep sometimes one in my my jacket pocket because sometimes I'm not always with my my keychain. I notice sometimes if I'm riding maybe with my wife or someone else, but I always want one of these with me. And haven't figured out how to carry it in my pocket without it putting weight in my pocket. I don't like a lot of things in my pocket. So I need one of them, retractable things on my belt, possibly. We're looking into that, okay? But get one of these. That little sucker is like $13. It is insanely crazy and bright. One of my friends, Matt, I showed it to him. He ended up buying like two packs for him and his wife. They love it to death. So, and a lot of my friends have been buying these. But so the Olight would be a great stocking stuffer for the price tag. The next one's kind of interesting now. It's a ceramic knife. That means that this would get through any metal detector. And you're like, why would I need that? Well, you'll see a device here in a minute. I have a spy belt that has pockets in it for emergencies like cash. I have one of these ceramic knives in there because I don't want to have to remember to take that out because I wear it all the time. It's a good belt that can definitely carry a inside the waistband holster and firearm. But this thing is just it's a ceramic knife, and Hey, let's take a quick break.
Has your data been hacked? Do you feel uneasy about the vulnerability of your personal information online? Were you involved in the Target, LinkedIn, or Microsoft data leaks? Don't know? If not, then pay attention. Join Forrest Garvin from PrepperNet for a free webinar on privacy and security. Gain insights into safe internet browsing, VPNs, crafting online aliases, secure emails, detecting if your data has been hacked, and managing passwords. Secure your spot today for this webinar on privacy and security. It's free. This webinar delves into comprehensive strategies for bolstering your online privacy. We've got you covered, from fortifying your passwords to shielding your financial information and mastering state-of-the-art encryption techniques. We're offering 2 convenient dates to suit your schedule. Reserve your spot now at preppernet.com/privacy. Don't let cyber threats erode your peace of mind any longer. Take the first step toward a safer, more secure online experience by joining us for our free webinar. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to safeguarding your privacy. Sign up now at preppernet.com/privacy. We'll see you there.
I think I misspelled knife there. Y'all see that? Y'all overlooked that. K-N-I? Yeah, that was not me. That was my assistant, and they're getting fired. I just noticed that. So Anyway, hope you guys like that. There'll be a link to that, of course, as well. The next is some privacy stickers. You're like, why do I need stickers? Well, a lot of people now, iPhone is kind of taking care of this with their little light now, but that light might be compromised. You put this little sticker. They're not really got sticky stuff on the back. They're like static, and you could put them on your laptop, on your phone, front and back, wherever, and it will just prevent anyone from seeing through your camera. And I use these all the time. And yeah, a statement that we kind of use in the privacy and security world is, yeah, we use it because Mark Zuckerberg uses it. And he's with Facebook. So if he uses one, there's probably a reason why he uses one. But yeah, again, your tablet, your iPhone, your Android, just put that over the lens and they won't be able to see you on the other side. That was number 11. Number 12 is a phone Faraday bag. Now this one's by Silent Pocket. It is high dollar. It is the best on the market, bar none. When I say high dollar, I'm thinking it's around $60. It is the best. It's been tested. My mentor in the privacy and security world only recommends this one. And we use it for my clients in my at Gray Man Protection, where we help people disappear. And he uses it with all his clients. His clients are very high profile. This is what he uses. It blocks 100% of the wireless signals. But the coolest piece is, but anyway, I'll have it. But it's Silent Pocket. It is a bit pricier, but it will last longer, and it has been tested more than any other Faraday bag you've ever seen. So that is the other Faraday bag. Number 13 is the spy belt. So you can't really see it, but inside the belt, there are 3 zippers, and the zippers are around 6 inches long. And you can stuff money, you can stuff some of the items I'm going to show you today, you can stuff in there. You can put that knife in there, that ceramic knife, and know that it's not going to get, I've gone through, they've warned me. The only thing that they get is the belt buckle. And I like that because all of a sudden they go, oh, it's a leather belt. It's got a belt buckle. And they'll wand me on the front and they go, oh yeah, it's your belt. Just walk on through. And, but it's very discreet, and most of these are pretty wide, like 1.5 inches, and pretty stout, so it can carry, especially on a inside the waistband firearm. It could absolutely do on the outside of the waist as well. I bought this when I went to the spy school. Jason Hansen had a spy belt. And I bought a black one and a brown one. They were, at the time, like $90 a piece. And I liked them so much. I knew I could wear them because, carrying my firearm. And I bought them and I still have them. That's been 8 years ago. I still have them. Actually, I've lost so much. I've been getting in shape and losing weight. I'm on the last hole, so if I lose any more weight, I won't be able to use it. But because I've lost so much weight, and I'm running like tri-marathon. I'm not. That's a joke. So the spy belt is another one. It's great and it's dual purpose. Like I said, you can hide things in there, and you can carry your firearm or other things like a tourniquet. Whatever you carry, this belt it's stout enough to do that. Next is a lockpick set. And I am not trying to teach you to be a criminal by any means, but the lockpick set is, if you have the knowledge, it gives you the ability when the grid is down to get in places that you normally can't get in. It also helps you prevent people, by having that knowledge, prevent people from getting in your places. Because if you go and buy like a quick set lock, which 80% of all the homes in America have probably a quick set lock, that literally you could, with an hour of training, get in any quick set lock, 80% of all the homes in America in less than like 20 seconds. It's that easy to compromise. So that will then say, oh, maybe I don't want that kind of lock at my house, so someone can do that. And so I have lock picking locks at my house, and they're bump proof, meaning there's things called bump keys. I don't have that here, but this little lock, it comes with 3 little locks there you can see, and it has the tension wrenches, has the little pad, even has a credit card kind of thing you put in your wallet that you can carry some tools with. And you've seen like NCIS or all these, James Bond, he gets out this little leather case. Well, you'll have one of them. And you'll be able to pick it. Now, they do it a little bit ultra fast on TV. It's not quite that fast, meaning I've seen it on TV. They just put a thing in and turn it and they're in. That's not the real world. But you can get good enough that guarantee you could get in 90% of all locks, I would say within 30 seconds. All my kids have got this. We got this. I bought 2 of these sets so we could have them lay them around and we just practice and have fun. But yes, it's a lock picking set and they're pretty inexpensive. How fun would that be to, for your husband or your spouse or whatever and your kids? Okay. You can wrap someone up in chains and put a little padlock in there and let them pick their way out of it. And that is a lot of fun, almost like a magic trick too. So lock picking set. Next is handcuff keys. Now, when you get the lock picking set actually doesn't come with picking handcuffs, but picking handcuffs are so easy. I can get out of any pair of handcuffs with a paper clip. Absolutely with a paper clip. Any pair of handcuffs with a paper clip. And you can see the keys, they're simple. You got to learn, they can even double lock them, no problem. You can get keys like the metal ones, or look over on the left there. That's a plastic handcuff key, and you can put that in your belt. I've actually seen people put that on their shoelaces and no one even sees that. I don't know why, but yeah. So if you ever get handcuffed, why would you get handcuffed? Well, there is the normal way. The police officers would put you in handcuffs if you do something bad. But what if you're taken hostage? Or you come up with someone that's been taken hostage and they have handcuffs or they're handcuffed to the wall. This little key could be a little lifesaver. That's why the little plastic one there is a great one. So they have some that go on key rings as well. I like the one in my belt. And the metal ones would probably show up on a metal detector. That's why I don't like them. So anyway, but handcuff key. And again, you were not trying to break from the law. That's not my thing, okay? Hey, let's take a quick break.
Are you a prepper or homesteader looking to connect with like-minded people in your area? Looking to start your own preparedness group? Already have a group? Well, look no further than PrepperNet. PrepperNet is dedicated to personal responsibility, individual freedoms, and being self-reliant. PrepperNet has monthly meetings in over 100 cities where you can meet and learn with like-minded people in your area. PrepperNet, where preppers unite. Find us online at preppernet.com.
The next is a hidden camera. And you're like, wait a second. This is kind of weird for us. Why would you want a hidden camera? Well, do you have kids? Do you have babysitters? Kids, you can put, they have many different types of hidden cameras. I didn't want to go all psycho on you guys. This one you can just put in your kitchen or your TV room on the wall, and it looks just like a phone charger, and then you can connect to it from anywhere in the world. So you have that babysitter that's watching your kids, or you have your kids, or you first started trusting them, but you don't want to tell them that you don't really trust them. I mean, come on, parents. This is something hidden. Also, sometimes when you go in, a lot of babysitters will go, well, yeah, I don't want to, babysit if you have a camera. I mean, literally, I've worked with teenagers for 37 years, and they're a little apprehensive going in people's houses if they see cameras, or they're hanging out at someone's houses because they see cameras. And so this is one, we have that camera up there, but I turned it around. It won't be recording you. Make them feel better, but yet you could use something like this. And they have some in clocks and radios and coat hangers. You wouldn't believe the gadgets that you can hide a camera in or have a camera in. And this one's pretty simple and it's basic. You can put it in the kitchen. And it can still charge a phone if you can have a cable coming out of it. And people won't even know the difference. But that is a indoor hidden camera for a phone charger. When you can, a lot of people, a friend of mine bought one of these to have, but he uses it for his pet. A lot of times to watch his pet, see what he's doing in the room that the pet's in. So anyway, let's move on. That was number 16. Number 17 is black electrical tape. And you're like, wait a second. What the heck would that be? Well, I travel a lot. I have devices to look for audio devices in my room. I have devices for to look for hidden cameras. But there's some things I just don't trust. And some things I don't want to take apart, like the smoke detector, maybe the thermostat. There are cameras and microphones and everything these days, especially when you go to Airbnbs. I always have a roll of black tape. I tape over. I take their alarm clocks and put them upside down on the floor. I take the smoke detector if there's some weird stuff or their thermostat, and I'll tape over it. One of the biggest things going on right now is people will compromise a hotel room and put a camera in there. They'll go through the front desk and social engineer who's staying in the room. Then they'll get some compromised photos of that person, and they'll send that person one photo and say, hey, if you don't send me $20,000, I'm going to release these with your name on it. So the idea is not for that not to happen. So instead of like tearing people's stuff apart, is just use some black tape where you think there could be a camera, and black tape is cheap. So, I mean, tape the whole smoke detector up or whatever you're going to tape up to make sure that doesn't happen. So anyway, but black tape is, now I'm going to do a shameless plug. I'm sorry, but I do have a spy tech course, which is just second to none. And this kind of stuff and how I stay in hotel rooms and secure the door and things like that. The spy tech class, I think it's $99. It is awesome. And I'll tell you more about it at the end, but it's like 8 hours of just going through products and different training things and stuff. So I have been through the spy school, and have a certification to be an instructor. I was never a spy, though. I was in special ops, but I was never a spy. But anyway, let's keep going. So anyway, and a roll of tape, you can buy a 10-pack for like less than $20. But so that means one a piece could be one of them at a dollar store could be like $1. I kid you not. Because you're not trying to stop electricity. Because usually this electrical tape, you're not trying to stop electricity with this. You're just trying to put like a blackout tape on it. So anyway, that's number 17. Number 18 is a Uniden scanner. Now this scanner here is not this is a big time scanner here. This particular scanner they call it a home patrol scanner. This, you can literally travel anywhere in the United States. You enter in the zip code you're in, and it will, in a sense, download the frequencies, or already has the downloaded frequencies in it. And you can listen to police, EMS, emergency, ham radio towers. You can listen to everything through this scanner. You can even get it adjusted, we'll say, where you can listen to the encrypted messages called trunk from EMS and police and fire departments. You can listen to radio stations. You can pick up anything that is transmitting a signal that this antenna will receive. It is pretty amazing. And it's a scanner, so it can scan the frequencies. It's not cheap, but it is amazing. It is definitely amazing. If you live in the city, you need this to find out what's going on. If there's rioting, if there's protest, to know what's kind of going on. But this thing is not cheap. It's $500, but they have a little color one for home. This is more of a portable one. You can clip on your belt loop. I carry it everywhere I go. If I travel, it's with me. You can listen to CBeers, shortwave radio. You can listen to anything, any signal to listen to this that can hit this antenna. You can listen to it. So this next one is somewhat different. It can still pick up a lot of the channels for sure. And it can pick up the radio stations and everything, the ham frequencies, but it has a feature on it called close call. And what close call is, it can monitor all frequencies. And if a frequency is a half mile from you, it can monitor that, and it monitors that. As soon as that frequency gets closer to you, it will alert you, and it will stop on that frequency. So let's say that someone's a half mile away from you, and they're talking on ham radio. And, and if they stay a half mile, if they leave the area, whatever, you won't pay attention to it. It'll be gone. If they get closer, this thing will go, hey, this thing's getting closer. This frequency is getting closer to where you are. That's why it's called close call. So if you can imagine, a lot of survival groups and prepping groups and militia and military troops will carry this device or a device like this to let them know if people are getting closer to where they are that very minute. And I guess it does it by RF gain. And then all of a sudden, the signal is getting closer to you, you might want to react and go, wait a second, something's going on here, something's going down, or we need to address this situation and be ready for it. This one here, I've seen it used for $80, but I think it's around $110, $120, much more affordable than the other one. The other one is like the Mac Daddy though. This one's just a basic little small scanner, okay? This can clip on someone's chest rig or something like that. It's pretty awesome. So that is the Uniden scanner. This one is the BC125AT. The BC125AT. That's the basic one. The other one is the BCD436HP. That's the Mac Daddy. That's the $500 one. The BCD436HP. HD, and that's called the Home Patrol scanner, the Mac Daddy, and this one's just called the Bearcat. Okay, so let's move on. The next one's also kind of a scanner. This one's a lot of fun. This one's under $40. You don't take this one out in the field though. You can, but not the way we were just talking about. This is called a SDR receiver. This one particular one is called a RTL-SDR.com. It's the RTL SDR receiver. What it does, it can receive almost every single frequency in the world, but this goes more with your home computer. This has to have a computer or a laptop for it. Almost any radio frequency. You can listen to shortwave, ham, aircraft, satellites. You can download with this device literally weather maps from satellites. You can listen to the space station transmit and receive. You can actually get software and track airplanes and drones in the air visually on your computer. So this $40 device, you could connect it to a computer, you get it all set up, you can go in the middle of the woods and you can watch and know where every ship in the ocean is traveling that's within, transmission distance of your location. When the trains come in, you can tell where every single plane in the sky, where they are, their altitude, their longitude, their latitude, their speed, their heading, everything. And you're like, that is crazy. You don't need the internet for that? Nope, you just need this. So all these devices I just mentioned, all these transportation, ships, trains, airplanes, They actually beam or beat this signal out to the airports, to other airplanes, so they all know where they are, so they don't run into each other. It's a safety mechanism, and it's required in the United States. So using this $40 device with free software that you can download, you can listen to all that. It's pretty amazing. You can also do some not so amazing things with it, like, different things you can do that with it. I don't want to get into that. There's lots of little tricks you can do to play on your friends and neighbors, but that's another class. So that's a SDR receiver, the RTL SDR. And you can, of course, find that on Amazon, and I'll have the links to that as well. But it's below $40, I believe. And there are nicer SDR. SDR, by the way, stands for Software Defined Radio. And it only receives Software Defined Radio. Next tool is a FLIR Scout. And you're like, whoa, I've heard about FLIR Scout, because FLIR Scout is pretty expensive, $400 to $500. It's not night vision at all, but a FLIR Scout is thermal. It literally helps you see at night through smoke, through fog, through total blackout. You could literally go in a cave and see human beings and see anything that is hotter than what the other surface is. It's a little handheld thing. You hold it in your hand. It's about 6 inches long or so. You put it to one eye, but it's called the FLIR Scout. It's been out for years. It's a basic thing that a lot of preppers have. You could stand on your back porch and just look to see so with night vision goggles, I'm not sure if you know this, but night vision goggles, I can hide behind a bush and you would never see me. I could lay in the ground with a little bit of camouflage, like night camouflage, and you would never see me ever. I could hide behind grass, tall grass, and you would never see me with night vision goggles. With thermal imaging camera, you can see right through the grass. You can see right through the fog. You can see behind the bush, through the bush, the heat source. And it's pretty amazing. For $400 to $500, it's a great tool to have. And I'll tell you what, let's be honest. When you have that Christmas party at home, at your house, and people come over, and your spouse gets this out and goes on the back deck with other people and show people that, there's a huge wow factor. It is. And it's like, look at this little toy I got. So, but anyway, wanted to share that with you guys. That's the FLIR Scout. Number 22 is a clothes hanger safe. You're like, what is that? A clothes hanger safe is what I take with me on all my trips. I go to, I don't need this at home because I have a safe it takes 35 men to get out of my house. And a crane, well, you wouldn't need a crane. 35 men would probably be able to get it out. Doesn't have wheels, but this is, imagine a coat hanger that has a hidden, it's black and it has a hidden pocket underneath where you would put the pants on the coat hanger. And it's just a zipper and you can put things in there. There's a little combination lock. That's useless. I mean, really, come on. But you can hide things. So you can hide things in your closet, your important documents, your phone, your passport, whatever you want to hide, and you put a shirt over it and button the shirt up. No one's going to ever think. They might fill your pockets of your jackets. I've heard of people doing that, but they're not going to go up to where the hanger is and fill and find. You can put small drives, whatever you're trying to hide. But it's called a clothes hanger safe, and you can literally just carry a shirt on it or your jacket on it when you travel. And because I'll be honest, okay, I'm gonna tell you guys a secret. That safe in the hotel rooms, in my spy class, after you take it, you can get in pretty much any of them safes in less than like 20 seconds, like all of them. They're all the same around the world in like 20 seconds. So if you go in a room and it's locked and someone didn't get, you can literally get in it within 20 seconds. So don't trust that. So you might want to hide it. Okay, let us keep, that was number 22, clothes hanger safe. Number 23, and this is kind of weird, but it's not. Hear me out. This is a book. Now, there are many books that you can get. This one is called 50 Step-by-Step Card Coin Mentalist Tricks That Anyone Can Do. It is sleight of hand. It's called Magic Tricks for Everyone. Mind-blowing magic tricks for everyone. And why would you want to learn misdirection? Because sometimes, let's just think, let's say you're James Bond, you're up at the counter, and there's a key, you grab a key, you got to hide the key because they don't know that you just grabbed the key that was laying down below the counter, or someone, you would need to misdirect your wallet or a card or misdirect anything. And you learn little cool magic tricks, but you learn also how to steer people away from the hand that's doing the work. And this book will help you. You can do magic tricks for your kids and practice with your kids, but it will help you in many situations, possibly that you need to be a spy or need to conceal something or to lift something or to place something in a certain area. This will teach you kind of the principles behind that and how to make sure that they're looking at what you want them to look at and not what you want them to look at. And there's a science behind that. And this book is a great little book to do that. So, and it's fun. And it's, you can get any, and there's a lot of these books, but you want to make sure it says sleight of hand or like card and coin magic, because a lot of that is sleight of hand. So anyway, that is number 23. And you're not a kid, okay? Number 24 is just a USB flash drive. A USB flash. Why do you need that? You need to put your will on there, your birth certificate, photos of your birth certificate, all your important documents, and you put on a USB thumb drive. If you need to skid out of town and for any reason, and you need to have that, that's just good preparedness too, is to have things ready where you don't have to go into a burning house to get important documents, wills, car titles. Is just have photos of that, scan photos of that, photos of your children and your family. Put it all on like a ScanDisk thumb drive. Just imagine if you have every photo in your house and every important document in your house, and your house burns down, you're not going to have the temptation of running in there and get that. You might want to go get important family heirloom stuff, but not documents and photos. You'll have them. Then you can use a thing called VeriCrypt, which is free of charge on the internet. Free. It's free. Why is it free? Because hackers and people make it to help people be safe. And they also double check themselves. It's open source, so anyone can see the source. But VeriCrypt, you can then put a password on there, and no one can get into it. Literally, it would take government resources to get into that. And most people don't have the resources of government resources. Serious government resources to crack VeriCrypt. But it's just a thumb drive. You can carry it on your keychain. You can put it in your car. You just need to have it outside of your house or with you at all times. So that's number 24, is a USB thumb drive. Now the hard part, it's difficult. I'm going to just be honest. One of the most difficult things you'll do in preparedness is copying all the photos, all your documents, and documenting every important thing you need to, and then putting it on the thumb drive and then keeping it up to date. It sounds like a nightmare because it is. I do this. Thank goodness, only do it like once a quarter now, once you get to a point. But it's difficult. Sorry, but sometimes life is difficult. This is one of them adult things that needs to be done. You just need to suck it up and do it. So that was number 24, a USB flash drive or thumb drive. Number 25 is simple, very simple, and it's kind of new on the scene as well. It's a fire blanket. You're like, what? Man, I carry one of these even when I go to hotel rooms because I sometimes use a hot plate. Most times I don't, but yeah, most of the times I don't. But a fire blanket in the kitchen, inside a cabinet door, I mean, it can put out a fire in no time. And it is just, I mean, I think I bought a pack of 6 of these. And a fire extinguisher, yes, carry a fire extinguisher, a fire blanket as well, because they come out easy. There's tabs you can pull. They just come right out. And it gives me peace of mind when I have one. In the kitchen, in my workshop, in my car. Now, I wouldn't, if your car catches on fire, I wouldn't probably use one of these unless it's inside the car. If it's in the engine, I would just stick my fire extinguisher, which I have in the car. So I would add fire extinguisher to this. So fire blanket, they're cheap. You can get like a 2-pack for less than $20. And it has little eyelets. You can like on the back of a cabinet door, or I wouldn't put them close to your oven, but I would put them somewhere, your utility closet, and just hang them there. Just having them is peace of mind. So that's a fire blanket, fire extinguisher, number 25. Number 26, and now this one, you're gonna have to use your imagination on this a little bit. And so number 26 is called spider wire braided line. And you're like, what is that? Is that fishing line? It is fishing line. I kid you not. And the reason I put this here is because when I go to hotels, there are little contraptions that I make and put together to see if someone's been in my room, see if someone's been in my luggage. And I use a lot of spider, and it's braided wire. It's very thin, but it's very strong, like 50, 60, 100 pounds of strength. And you can use that when you go camping. I use it as an early warning system if an animal or a person sneaks up around me. But there is, I guess if you took my spy course, you would be, and I'm not, anyway. But yes, when you get this and you feel it, and then you can possibly get in your spy, your privacy and security mindset. You can tie keys and, put the keys down a drywall in a hollow door. There's so much things you can do with this because it won't break. It won't break. It's pretty, but it's just not for fishing. There's a lot of practical uses for it. So it's spider wire. It's called braided. Any Walmart, but you can get it on Amazon as well. But any fishing place will have that. And it's braided because like some of them pike fish up in the Minnesota lakes that I go fishing, and man, they got teeth about the size of a shark. And if you don't have the right, like a lead, sometimes you use steel leads. Their teeth are so sharp, but some spider wire can do the same thing. So anyway, and also when I teach my survival classes, I teach trapping. And, to trap mice or rabbits or whatever you're trapping, spider wire is the best. It is just, wire is fine, but spider wire is better than wire a lot of times. So anyway, that was number 26. Next is number 27. A little technical, getting a little nerdy on this one. This is called a Wi-Fi travel router. This thing costs about $30 on Amazon. So you buy this router. This particular one, for those that can't see it, is a gl.inet. It's a GL-SFT1200. Opal is the color. So it is, a GL SFT1200. It's a Wi-Fi travel router. It's compact and you can travel with this. It has OpenVPN and WireGuard supported. So you use this at hotels, airports, Airbnbs. It's portable. You can literally, the power source can be your laptop. So what happens here is you never want to connect to other Wi-Fi systems if you can help it. Even if you use, like a VPN, the ideal situation is to put a VPN software install it on this router. So you install your VPN software on this router. Then you go in and you connect the browser. Through your browser, you connect this device to the hotel internet or to the Starbucks internet or to the Airbnb's internet. Then you connect all your devices to this router. So you're not connected to their device at all. This device connects to their device. That is one of my number one things I teach in my privacy and security course. You don't want to connect to other people's Wi-Fi or even their devices. You use this as the in-between. Also, you install the VPN software, like I said, on this device. That means if the software crashes on your phone, crashes on your laptop, you don't even know it sometimes and you're not being protected. Well, this has a built-in kill switch. So if the VPN is no longer working on this device, it cuts all traffic. So it protects you not only from malware, from someone hacking your computer, but it connects your outgoing as well to make sure you're always encrypted and on your VPN. And it's also easier, and I've been doing this for years, is you go to a hotel room, you set this up in your room, everyone's device automatically connects to this. It's like just turning on a hotspot and their device automatically connects and then boom, they're on the internet. There's no settings. They don't have to put the hotel password in. They use this password and I connect this to the hotel. It is awesome. So that is it's a GL iNet or the GL SFT 1200. It's like $30. Now, this particular one, the bandwidth is max is like 800 megs, but you're not ever going to get that much outside your house anyway. You're just not. In a hotel, Starbucks, Airbnb, they have more expensive ones that can do more bandwidth, but you're not going to need it. So, but 800 is pretty good. So, and you can also connect printers to this, all this. It can literally be your home Wi-Fi as well if you want it to be hotspot. That's number 27, which is a Wi-Fi travel router. Number 28 is interesting. So, a few times in my life, I needed to record conversations between myself, between employees, between other people in a room. When you own a company and have many employees and different situations happen, So in North Carolina, the law states that you can record a room conversation as long as one person knows it's being recorded. I'm that one person. And you might go, that's wrong. Well, it may be wrong, but that one item, that one law allowed me to record a very important phone call between me and two of my partners one time. They had no idea I was recording it. There was promises made, plans that were said that never followed through, which allowed me to get out of contracts. And you're like, well, that's just wrong and evil. Well, what I say is don't lie. And you wouldn't have to worry about it. Just be honest all the time. So on the new iPhones, the ones that have a special button on the top left-hand side is a programmable button. You can do this with the Androids as well. If I click that button, I can have it automatically record conversations in that, on my iPhone. It will literally record the room. The old way I did this, so if you have an old phone, I did that by setting up a shortcut. What happened with my shortcut, and you can get your teenage geek kids to do this for you if you want to do it this way, if you have an older phone, is they did a shortcut. When I hit a image that looked like a calculator, it would open up the calculator of my phone. At the same time, it would open up the auto record behind the scenes and start recording. So if we sit down at a table and you're watching my phone the entire time and I hit the calculator button, because there's a different one for the real calculator, but this calculator works. I hit the calculator button, it opens my calculator up. You think I just opened the calculator up. And what I did is I hit record. So this special button on the new iPhones, and you can program it for the Androids and the older phones, you got to do it by a shortcut. And you can go online to learn how to do that, or your teenager could probably know how to show you how to do that. But that has saved me hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm just telling you, sometimes you just need to do that. I'm sorry. Yeah. Anyway, so that is not something you buy, but something you do. You program your phone you hit that button and it records, and it's incognito. I love that. So anyway, that was number 28. Number 29, shameless plug. I wrote a book called Entrepreneurship for Survival. Gain freedom with a home-based business. Why am I pushing this book? Because this book will protect your assets. Any of your investments are probably not set up right. It will help you create a home-based business, which can make you extra money, which I know you want extra money. It can also help you save money in your taxes. Even if you don't make very little with your home-based business, it can save you on your taxes. I teach a course called Gain Freedom with a Home-Based Business. You can read a lot of this in the book, but I don't. In the course, I actually mentor you and help you, and we have coaching calls. In the book, you just kind of read it, and I don't go through everything in the book, because some of it people just need to read and to learn how to do it outside of reading in the book, to be honest with you. But as you gain freedom and independence and more money and your privacy, and you protect your assets and you protect your kids, you protect everything with a business. So that book, I think it's $14. I don't know if I'm going to put it on sale. I usually don't. The audiobook is real good as well, but it's called The Entrepreneurship for Survival, Gain Freedom with a Home-Based Business, and the author is me, Forrest Garvin. It's on Amazon, and you need to read it to possibly to convince you to go, wow, okay, I could save, $6,000 in taxes by doing this one thing? Maybe if I can save $6,000, I'll take Forrest's class and he can help me. So anyway, that's one shameless plug right there. And I got one more. I'm sorry, but I have to. Come on now. And it is Garvin Academy gift card. I don't even have Garvin Academy gift cards, but the concept is pretty cool. You got to think about it. But I offer courses at Garvin Academy. I offer one course called Disappear on the Internet. It's like 25 hours of step-by-step privacy training. I paid $8,000 for a course that doesn't have half that information 8 years ago. Disappear on the internet, buying anonymous purchases, having burner phones, buying things with how to buy with gift cards, how to buy with privacy cards, getting different addresses and using different emails, different phone numbers. It's the most amazing course you'll ever take. The other one is Gain Freedom with a Home-Based Business. Learn how to control and own your assets and protect them and to save taxes. Another one is called Crypto Digital Assets. I literally teach you everything you need to know about crypto. Don't go in it blindly, because you're becoming your own bank and there's no customer service if you screw up. And I've screwed up. Everyone's screwed up. They've lost money. Everyone's lost money because they didn't have the education behind it. And you won't get taken in scams. Also have one called Anonymous LLC. I think that's like $99, maybe. I don't know what that one is. And another one's called Checkbook IRA. That's so top secret, it's hard for me to even tell you. Imagine fully controlling your IRA or your 401k, fully controlling it, where you can own gold and have it in your house, and your IRA or your 401k, Roth or whatever, owns it. And you're like, what? Yes. And I have another one called SpyTech, which is not even listed there. So anyway, that is, you can just go in there. If you want to buy a gift card, you can just email us and we'll figure something. I'll send you an email or give you credit. These are tools that can help and educate you and truly become more private, more secure. And then the next thing I'm going to tell you about is called Prepper Finds, which is a website I did in my home-based business to teach people how to create an affiliate site. And I created this site to show them. And I've showed them how successful this site has been, which is extremely successful. But if you want all the links and all the documentation on this, I'll have a link here on the home page soon where you can download it. I'll have all the products where you can see the product, click on the link and support our nonprofit. Okay. And it will probably, I'm not sure if that's where it's going to be, Prepper Top Picks, but you go to prepperfinds.com, prepperfinds.com, and I will have it so you can't miss it. Trust me. Okay. It will have all the links. Everything you need that we talked about this evening, okay? I will have a special tab, I am sure, for you special people. That's at prepperfinds.com. You need to go to that site every day. What I do with that site is I find all the best deals on Amazon and Walmart, and I post them. A lot of them are 30, 60, 70% off, and you can save on that product. And I do it every day. I find the best deals and we post them there. So that's prepperfinds.com. You can sign up for a daily email. So everything I post on there that day at 9 a.m. or 10, it goes out. Now throughout the day, I do add more, but I get the majority in the morning so people can have it, all day to look at. Prepperfinds.com. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And I'd love to tell you the story of my home-based business, how that all created. And we kind of shocked the people in my home-based business, couldn't believe how successful that is. I do have an Amazon store. It's amazon.com/shop/preppernet. And that will be in the links as well. Amazon.com/shop/preppernet. And a lot of things I talk about will be there. And a lot of like top preppers have pick things that you should have in your bug out bag, in your auto kit. So it's a lot of products that we've handpicked and put in there for you. So last thing I want to do is share my podcast, which you probably could be listening to this on one of my podcasts, which is the Privacy and Freedom podcast or the Prepping Academy podcast, or you can be watching it on our social media channel or our YouTube channel. So I wanted to share, but the Privacy and Freedom podcast, the Prepping Academy podcast. So I want to tell you about some of the shows I've done recently and then some that are coming. So I've got the truth about internet browsers in a podcast, VPNs explained, the privacy mindset, your car is spying on you is another podcast. Anonymous LLCs. I don't teach it how to do it, but I tell you why you need it. And there's a lot of good information in there. Privacy emails. Go through a lot of what Proton and that. So these are all individual episodes. Then I'm going to have an encore of Dr. Arthur Bradley, which is a NASA engineer in charge of CME and EMP protection for all of NASA. So he protects satellites to ground radar from EMPs and CMEs. And he's a NASA engineer, literally works for NASA still today. He's a good friend of mine. And then I'm going to bring a guy named Selko, which survived the Bosnia War and tells you real off-the-grid living when the crap has hit the fan. These are coming in January. I'm going to do encore interviews. They're some of the best interviews people say I've done. So they're coming in January. So put that and look forward to that. But the other ones are coming in this month, next month, November and December for you guys. So, guys, that is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it gave you some ideas to give, to buy some gifts for your spouse, maybe even your kids, maybe your adult children. But there's been 30 amazing spy kind of privacy-minded gifts and preparedness, from Faraday sleeves to thermal imaging, to I introduced you to Prepper Finds, talk to you about my academy and the courses I teach, to my podcast if you're not listening by podcast. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. And I tell you what, I want you to stay safe, stay private, and remember, this Christmas you can be a little bit spy-like, and people will think you're cool. So happy shopping, secret agents.
Thanks for listening to the Prepping Academy podcast. Preppers Unite at www.preppingacademy.com.
Are you a prepper or homesteader looking to connect with like-minded people in your area? Looking to start your own preparedness group? Already have a group? Well, look no further than PrepperNet. PrepperNet is dedicated to personal responsibility, individual freedoms, and being self-reliant. PrepperNet has monthly meetings in over 100 cities where you can meet and learn with like-minded people in your area. PrepperNet, where preppers unite. Find us online at preppernet.com.